Well, we're providing you with a little help today. It's January. That's the month of resolutions. Losing weight and getting healthier may be your goals, but the Fox 5 team's Dana Fowle says don't forget to put your finances on that list. Dana.
Yeah, don't make this one more year of putting it off. Start off this month by ticking off a few things that are going to give you a financial direction for the rest of the year. Let's look at our to-do list. Then we're going to talk with a financial advisor about some of these things. First, review all of your statements. Beef up your 401k since the government made a recent change here, and I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. And finally, pay off those credit cards this year. Now, that looks on the face of it like things you already know. But let's deep dive a little bit, starting with credit card payoff. The rule of thumb is to pay off your highest interest card first. That's what makes technically the most financial sense. But Lisa Brown over at Brightworth, she's in wealth management, says she wouldn't do it that way. And here's why.
I take a different perspective of that. My perspective is pay off those small balances first. And it's the same as dieting. You know, if you make small progress, if you see yourself shedding a couple pounds a week, you're more likely to keep going.
I totally agree with her. A lot of us are motivated by success. Now, your 401k contribution, you should know that you should put as much as you can legally in there. That's legally allowed. Well, guess what? The government says you can put more this year, and Lisa Brown explains that.
2018 is the first time in 3 years that the government has increased the limit as to what somebody can save into their 401k plan. And it's going up by $500. Everybody should make it their goal to try to save that extra $500 in 2018. And when you break it down, we're only talking about saving an extra $10 a week.
And that brings us to reviewing those statements. We're talking about all of them, your credit cards, all your bank statements, even your savings. Get lower interest cards as well. Lisa Brown also has an interesting tip about savings accounts. Move it, she says.
I recommend you don't set up that savings account at the same bank that you have your checking account with, because it's too tempting to move it. I like using online banks for these savings accounts because they pay a higher rate of interest.
So, don't get overwhelmed. Don't do that. Just do one thing. Start with one thing and then go from there. Make that a habit and then pick up something else.
One thing, it is a little less overwhelming when you think of it like that. What do you plan to do?
You know what? I got a little bit of debt this year that I'm not comfortable with that I want to get rid of. And so the whole house has been put on notice. No one's happy about it. And they have eye rolled and they're like, oh, here she goes. But here I go.
Here you go. 2018 is the year to do it.
Yep. It's going to be miserable for them.
Oh, goodness.